Welcome into another edition of the Leadership Library, hosted by CEO and author Rocky Romanella. Rocky is the author of the book, Tighten the Lug Nuts, The Principles of Balanced Leadership, and has over 40 years of business experience as a prominent member of the UPS Supply Chain Solutions team, as well as the CEO of Unitech Global Services. So sit back, grab your notebook, and take a seat, and get ready for this edition of the Leadership Library.
Welcome to the Leadership Library podcast. I'm your host, Rocky Romanella. I can't believe we're at that point. We're at the last podcast for 2023, right before the holidays. I want to first thank Andrew and Jane for all their support on the 7th season and certainly throughout 2023 and season number 7. I also want to thank all of you for being a part of the Leadership Library family. Today, we're going to talk about the art of communication as the language of leadership. And we've talked a lot about communication. I want to wrap up this year and wrap up this season with just kind of a summary of the art of communication and how that is the language of leadership. I think it's so important for us to inform the people the things they need to do and the things that they need to know about their job. So if you think about what we talked about in season 7, it really was a people kind of focused season. And so informing people as part of succession planning and understanding what they need to do their jobs better, all part of that succession planning, career development, all part of those 4 soft skills. Instruct what and how. That's how you move away from this micromanagement, right? By instructing people, so they understand what it is they need to do and how they need to do it. But then you give them the authority to do it with their own style, potentially in their own way, with their own ideas. Learn what employees, customers, and other departments inside your organization need. Good communication will help you do that. Then you become a more organized organization and a more efficient organization because you're not battling among each other. You don't have memos going around places all over. You ask for this, someone denied that, then you got to go back again. You can become more efficient when you learn what other people do inside the organization. Just remember one thing. There are no easy jobs in any organization. Everybody's job is important or they wouldn't be there. The 25th person on a baseball team is a very important player, and it really shows when they step up to the plate or they're in a role that you need them to execute on, and they execute it. You realize how important that person is. So there are no easy jobs. There are no easy roles. Coach the people in your care to help them learn, improve, and grow. We're coaches, we're leaders, and good communicators are the best coaches. We motivate our teams to higher levels of performance and satisfaction. When they're feeling good about themselves, when they're achieving goals, when they're successful, we all become successful. It's a much different team, a much different attitude, a much better organization when people are performing and they're feeling good about themselves. By the way, when they're struggling, we're there to help pick them up. We help dust them off. We help get them up. We help them move along. We do that because what we do stems from an honest heart, and we care about them. We want them to be successful. We motivate our teams to higher levels of performance and satisfaction. We receive and understand input and feedback, right? We talked a lot about some of the questions we received about, should I go talk to my manager about the priorities? Should I talk about them should I talk to them about micromanaging? As leaders, we have to show people we're open to receive that feedback. We're okay with constructive criticism. We want to know their questions and concerns. If I'm a closed leader and I'm a bad communicator and I don't want to hear bad news, well, no one's ever going to bring me bad news. Boy, don't you hate to be that leader that nobody brought in bad news? You're all excited until the day everything kind of goes awry, and now I'm the leader in charge of a sinking ship. How did it happen? Well, every time we hit an iceberg, nobody wanted to tell me that there was an iceberg. Big problem. So be that leader that's open to bad news, open to feedback, open to constructive criticism. People aren't afraid to ask me questions and tell me about concerns. We correct performance and behavior problems when they happen. We tighten the lug nuts. A lot of, look, those difficult conversations are difficult, so people try to avoid them. Don't avoid them. Your best chance of helping someone improve or not continue to go down a bad path. Look, you don't want to get on the highway to hell and then have a hard time getting off. Remember, on the highway to hell, there's no stop sign or speed limit. So once you're on it, you start to go downhill pretty quick. So if there's a performance problem, behavior problem, correct it. Address it immediately. Don't let it get too far out of hand, because then once you get on that highway to hell, it's hard to get off, and it's a fast highway. You want to commend and reinforce. Don't be afraid to tell people it's a job well done. They won't. A lot of times people are afraid to tell you that you did a good job because they'll think, oh, maybe now they won't work as hard anymore. That's absurd. People want to know that you recognize they've done a good job. Their family want to know that you recognize that they're doing a good job. So don't be afraid to tell people a simple job well done. Hey, job well done to all of you as members of the Leadership Library. I want you to have a great holiday season. Be safe. Enjoy your families. I wish you nothing but a prosperous, healthy, and happy new year. Looking forward to seeing you in the next year. Be safe, and thank you for all your support in 2023 and prior to and beyond. Be safe, and thank you. Happy holidays to all.